Hello, friends. Ever consider we may be in a state of malnutrition? The lack of wholesome meals are major contributing factors towards disease and behaviors, just like oil and gas to a working vehicle. Not to mention lifestyle are very real considerations. After 20 plus years of listening, surveying, observations, and hosting retreats, I interacted with many patients and their families. I myself was a patient overcame 3 major health challenges. My experience and insights will help to equip you, my audience, to unpack and eliminate guessworks before you visit your doctors. Welcome to my show, Optimize Wellness and Maximize Life by way of 1 degree change. Hello, welcome to Season 2, Episode 4, and we are continuing on about metabolism. I'm so excited talking about this topic. There are so many things regarding metabolism is known to people, but it's very hard to define. And so I'm spending a bunch of episodes talking about metabolic health, metabolism, what it is, and how to use it more efficiently. Now, this is an episode about how to utilize several things throughout your day to burn fat, especially the fatty acid that our body's accumulating and not even realizing it, and how to control blood sugar. That's such a big, big topic, but I'm going to try to simplify it about throughout the day. How do we do this? Before I get started about today's topic, let's quickly recap the last episode. I was talking about eggs, protein, and your body needs eggs. And I hope you'll all practice eating a little more eggs, like 2 to 4 or 5 a week is appropriate because you want it to use the protein from eggs, hopefully from the farmer's market. Remember the little video I share about the hen house? It's important to have healthy eggs and protein that it will turn into amino acid, not just protein, but amino acid, because you want to build muscles. And many people have a lot of protein intake, but it's not necessary turning into the amino acid that the body needs. So now let's turn the page to episode 4. Welcome all of you about throughout the day how to burn fat and to avoid the fluctuation of blood sugar. And I know I want to be a little bit slow, simple, and easy so that you can take it in and practice every week. And you can always come back to the episode on, on, on the date. And when you go on E360, you can watch it again. Our replay is actually on Sunday evening. So we will post it here too. So here we go. Several things we can consider about blood sugar. What is the best food for blood sugar and maintain a healthy blood sugar without going on crash sugar craving? I always suggest if you're going to eat sugar, eat the most healthy kind of sugar. For instance, and many people are aware of it, but whether you practice or not, I want to show you this. this is what they call a medjool date. This is what I eat as a sugar substitute or candy. The reason is it does not bother our glycemic index. It's the kind of quality of glucose from dates that our brain needs. Again, our brain needs glucose and the right kind of fat. And so, in order to satisfy our sweet or sugar, or I call it glucose, necessary for building proper metabolism without causing a spike in our sugar, we I absolutely recommend eating 1 or 2 dates a day. Or of course, we can always add fiber with apples. Now, that's is very satisfying for sugar needs. So, what are some of the other things? So, throughout one day, we'll just focus on one day how you can avoid fluctuating um, blood sugar level and keep your metabolism healthy, and also your body's ability to generate a proper ketone. That's called your body in itself burning fat. That way, we can still satisfy the body's need for glucose and burn the fat and keep the muscle. I hope this is very simple for everybody to consider. Now, there are several things we can do throughout the day. This is just one day. How to avoid all that I was talking about and to keep your metabolism in a healthy state so that when you get this down every day by day, you're building healthy metabolism. So I want you to watch this quick testimony about how I was healed from a very severe brain injury. And from there, I have to really feed my brain well. So watch this. Hi, Dr. Mary Axness here. At age 72, I finally retired. And guess what? I wrote a book. It's called Optimize Wellness and Maximize Life. And you know what? God healed me from 3 major medical challenges. One of them was a serious brain concussion injury over 10 years ago. And the doctor said there's nothing they can do other than just sit on the porch and rock. That didn't sit well with me at all. So I do what I knew best to do. Eat myself back to health, plus co-labor with God, and did a lot of study and understand how to feed the brain well and recover. Now I can say, order this book. I'm going to have classes over this too. And come along and grow young with me. Retirement is just a new chapter. I hope you delight in that testimony, because otherwise I would not be here today. So thank you for coming back to this. Now, optimize fat burning. Number 1, of course, be very active throughout the day. Start your day with movement activities we call exercise. How do you do it? Well, many people can do 5-10 minutes of exercise, whether it's brisk walking or just go out, get fresh air, working in the garden. Throughout the day, we should be very active in movements. So movement is one. And then also, some people already heard about thermogenesis. Well, what is that? That is your body scientifically is proven that you can burn fat and get your body into a fat burning mode. And We call it hot and cold shower. I'm sure many of you have heard it, but how do you do it? Well, when I go in the shower, many people, just like me, we like warm, um, comfortable, hot, maybe even hot shower. Well, I have learned to practice this by doing very warm shower, shampoo and all that. You do not have to shower every single day. Some people, they actually skip a day and do bath or hygienically keep clean your underarm, your private area every day. We need to kind of wipe clean. But as far as showering every day, it's not always necessary because for some people, they become so dry with commercial soap and shampoos. We realize just the skin has become so dry, especially in the wintertime. So, unless you have to, it is okay to skip a day here and there, um, as long as you keep hygienically clean. Of course, if people are getting up with very greasy hair, you do need to shower or shampoo. So, let's go on. The next thing is number three, we are talking about eating carbohydrate. Try to eat that at the end of the day, especially if you're going to have energy. The reason is carbohydrate. What is that? That includes pasta, bread, uh, rice, whether it's white or brown rice. I use what they call 7 grain, which gives you a lot of fiber. And that way it helps your digestive system. The most important thing is our body is able to absorb and utilize and feeding the cells when we eat. So we have to think a little differently, putting on a new paradigm. So uh, any carbohydrate is pasta, bread, bagel, uh, spaghetti, that kind of food, because it kind of keeps you very tired afterwards because you have to burn energy to use energy for incoming carbohydrate. So for people, um, it's best to manage metabolism by consuming carbohydrate food towards the end of the day so that you can afford to be ready for bed. And obviously, this is something most people already know, I hope. But if not, this is a reminder. Try to finish all your major feeding 3 hours before bedtime. At one point, I committed all the wrong stuff because I was writing my book and I forgot when I was to eat, and it really wreaked havoc in my sleep and daily health. That was like burning the candles on both ends. However, that shouldn't be a lifelong practice. So when you have stressful time, just give yourself some room to rest or go out, get some fresh air, take a break every 20 minutes, get hydrated, eat a snack. But on a daily basis is also number four, avoid a lot of snacking unless you are very athletic, like you are a runner, you run marathon, and you lift weight. Those people is appropriate to snack a lot because they're burning up so much energy. But on everyday basis, especially women my age. I'm over 70. Even though I'm very active, I also try to avoid a lot of snacks. Having a quality meal is important instead of constantly snacking. And I did say if you must snack, snack quality sugar food, which is medjool dates. So I hope you will snack on it. And also, I snack on celery sticks and I clean them. And if I need to, I'll have a date and some celery stick. It gives me fiber. And of course, don't forget hydration. Then the next thing is about physically active throughout the day. Step exercise. When I take my break, go out, get some sunshine. And if you can do it, make sure you get away from the computer a good 15 minutes or up to 20 minutes and shut your eyes just to rest a little bit. You're actually being more productive when you can take breaks and being grateful and meditate on all the things that are exciting and new and fresh. So it's important to take that kind of healthy break. You end up being more productive. Now we're getting back into uh, avoiding fluctuating blood sugar. So avoid throughout the day, keep snacking. No, no. Take a break like 2 or 3 times a day with healthy snacks. Um, Dates are quality sugar and also it's very easy on the stomach and it does not stick to the intestine like candy, um, uh, soda pop type of sugar are damaging for our stomach, our digestion, and also it interfere with our guts. So let's go another item about healthy generating a quality of life on the cellular level. So at bedtime, avoid the computer. I know it's not easy, but if you can at all, wear these non glare glasses when you use the computer or your iPhone. I am grateful I do not have to wear glasses and I could read small fine prints. Not everybody's like that, but for everyone, I strongly recommend to cultivate good uh, preparation for bedtime is especially after dinner. Um, if you have to be on the screen, wear these uh, non-glare uh, glasses so that it will not interfere with your eyesight and that will disturb your sleep. So it's good to prepare for sleep. That's part of metabolic health as well. And as far as throughout the day, activities, we're talking about being active. I'm not talking about on the phone all day long, active. Active, I go out, I plant a little bit, plants, play with my in my garden, cuts up some herbs. That's an activity. So you get fresh air. That's part of metabolic health. And if you practice all this throughout the day, you know your day is much more restful. And when it comes to a full meal time, guess what? Eat half of what you normally would eat, walk double, but make sure you laugh and have fun, loving each other, your families, your partners, your spouse, even your neighbors, and loving them without measure, because we all need to love and care for each other and know that we are available for each other. All that said, I want to make sure we understand having healthy metabolism is a way to burn unnecessary fat and keep our blood sugar level without fluctuating it throughout the day. Okay, on the topic of uh, blood sugar, remember I keep talking about healthy glucose. This is another thing I want to introduce to you: coconut sugar. And use this to bake cookies and cake. And also, this type of sugar is a pure and natural sweetener. And it also is full of vital amino acids and is a healthy indulgence in your cookies. Hopefully, we don't overeat, and is got a uh, it is very low in glycemic index, so that you don't have a sugar crash. What do I mean by sugar crash? There are a lot of people, because we're so used to eating candies, snacks, peanut butter bar, uh, chocolate. I'm talking about white chocolate, milk chocolate. This is has nothing to do with dark chocolates. Is also getting us to a point of craving like soda, like instead of fresh juice or fruit of all kinds, which is just amazing. Well, unfortunately, it's very easy trap because of the kind of addictiveness that is put into snack food. And you all heard about the red dye, the yellow dye is very much a toxicity. And we're hearing there's a lot of movement now regarding changing the substance in our food, considering food coloring. You know, there's always an alternative instead of using chemical for food coloring. And for instance, this is just an extra bonus. Why not use a like cranberry juice or uh, fresh cranberries? It's got the red food coloring, and for like you want to bake cake with a little bit of red decoration, instead of sprinkle chemical sugar that is tainted with red dye, guess what? You can use cherry, you can use pomegranate powder. All that will give you the splash of red that children are used to. And cranberries is a very good substitute as far as coloring. Um, so I hope we would try using um, the right kind of sugar. Is nutritious and delicious, instead of using sugar cane sugar or sugar beet sugar, which is table sugar. And that's something I would avoid at all cost. Of course, cut out high fructose corn syrup, which is in almost every snack and processed food. So this is one consideration. And of course, the next thing is eat a bunch of dates. And this is healthy sugar for you, for your brain, um, for your metabolism. And also, if you can, of course, eat a lot of fruit, especially summer is coming soon. be prepared to eat watermelon. And watermelon is very fulfilling. You can mix watermelon juice with water to make your water less boring. And then another thing is when you um, when you can at all, load up with quality fats like butter, like coconut meat, and you can make coconut milk powder and put it in your coffee, put it in your smoothie, and that will be very satisfying for your sugar intake. And also um, be very moderate about protein, like protein powder. We want you to just be careful about too much protein when it's not converted into amino acids where your body needs. So, to quickly recap, eat fibrous food, lots of activities throughout the day. Start your day with some kind of exercise. Go out, run a few yards, maybe not miles and miles, but brisk walking is extremely helpful in the morning and get plenty of sunshine. And also avoid snacking throughout the day, especially if you work in front of the computer all day. It's very easy for you to pile snacks all day long, unless you are very much an athletic person like weight lifting or runner, running a marathon. And then final recap is you can take a warm shower, but in between, dial it to cold and let your body go into a fat burning mode. It will wake you up for sure. Now, I'm doing it. I know I'm over 73 and I really began to enjoy this activities. And I could tell my body's burning more fat and it's less and less loose skin because every day, 1 degree change, it will make a big difference. So before we go on this channel, we keep talking about, after all, we only have today, and to be grateful is important. So let's do our meditation. I want to say, count your blessing. How grateful I am that you're on this show. Thank you for joining me. And most importantly, before you go to bed at night, throughout the day, recap your day. What amazing grace and divine influence into your heart to enable you to do all the things that you not just enjoy doing and even some of the dreadful stuff, but we get them done because we are grateful. And avoid taking in every kind of offenses. Stay in your own lane. Be a happy person because a merry heart makes good medicine. So let's pray. Father God, I just thank you that you have protected me. I could uh, sleep, eat, swallow, sweat, poop, and pee. That is a good thing. And when you do that, you have a working body. After all, our body is designed to do its only healing when you give it the right environment and put in the right kind of food that the body wants. So I thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Have a great day and rest well. Thank you. Bye bye.